journey, and welcome to Flavorful Fridays. So tonight we are sitting down to have pasta aglio olio.
You're Italian?
I know. I'm not really Italian.
It
It is actually,
You want me to bring your bowl closer?
yeah, see if you can get a close up, but don't lose it.
Where's the
It
camera?
is,
Where's the camera?
there it is. Woo! Look at
Ooh,
that.
it's sliding.
It is.
Let's send the
It's spaghetti with garlic and olive oil. And it is really good. It's super simple, not expensive at all.
I'm losing a noodle.
Oh, that's so yum. So yum. It is literally spaghetti noodles, olive oil, fresh garlic, those red chili flakes, and some Italian parsley. That's it. Oh, it's super yummy. What do you think? Yeah?
Amazing.
Yeah, we've had this before. I love it because it's very flavorful. It doesn't take long to cook at all, and minimal ingredients, and it's not expensive at all to fix. We've made a huge pot. Our bowls are stuffed with the pasta, and there's still more in the pan, so definitely a good recipe. And pasta doesn't have to be filled with all this gloopy sauce or whatever. Yeah, gloopy, you know.
You make it sound like gloopy mascara.
Where did I get gloopy from? Is that from like Willy
from
Wonka or something like that?
No, it was from that one episode of Friends where where Rachel's boss, when she was like in the fashion area or whatever, her boss liked Chandler, and Rachel asked him, do you think you're going to see her again? And he's like, no, because of this and this, and she always has this gloopy mascara in the corner of her eye.
Oh, okay, well, it doesn't need to be covered in thick, gooey sauce. It can be simple and rustic and still be quite delicious. And actually, I've made it before. There's tons of recipes for this online. It's spelled pasta, P-A-S-T-A, and then aglio is A-G-L-I-O.
There's a G?
And then space, and then the letter E, and then space, and then O-L-I-O. Pasta aglio e olio. And this particular recipe I got off of Lydia Bastanich or from Lydia's Kitchen, off of her website. I think it's
Biscotti.
No, not Biscotti. I think her website is like www.lydiaisitaly.com, something like that. I think that's what it is. And you will not believe how flavorful it is. It really is. So we've not been doing too much. It's almost the end of the year, the school year. Jonathan, he's been doing good. He doesn't have too much going on. Catherine, on the other hand, all her classes, especially her college classes, they're all doing these term papers and essays and research papers. It's just like, they've been hammering her with papers and studying for exams and finishing up regular schoolwork, and it's been quite a struggle, and we are for sure exhausted.
I know I am.
But we're going to do our best to get her through it, right? Yep. And, she's doing all right. She's pushing, she's working hard. And that's all I can ask for. So, I wanted to tell you a little something about this recipe. It's something, if you ever watch Lydia's Kitchen, that she does often in her recipes. It's actually something that I do in pasta recipes or with pasta recipes. Not all of them. I don't know if many people here in the United States do it. I haven't really seen many people do it. That doesn't mean they don't. It just means I haven't seen them. And that is, when you're making your sauce in your pan, it's separate from your pasta. Don't drain your pasta, like dump all the water down the sink. Try to have one of those pasta pots where the strainer is built into the pot, so when you lift it out, the water stays in there. Because what you do is you use some of that hot pasta water in the pan with the sauce. And it's because all the starch from the pasta is in that water, and it helps to bind that sauce, to thicken the sauce when you cook it down, and it helps to, it sticks to the noodles better. So, you know, just a little tip, and that's definitely something that you do in this recipe. And it helps.
Save your water.
Mm-hmm.
And the ecosystem, because that's important. Well, I said save your water.
Yep. So in one of our last videos, someone posted a question.
What kind of question?
They asked, sadly, I did not write it down, but it was along the lines of, do we ever get a chance to talk to either classmates for them or coworkers for me about our veganism and things like that? And the answer is actually yes. For Jonathan, he has had a few teachers. You know, he's still in elementary school, so at that age, the teachers often, I don't know, do treats for passing a test or things like that, where they bring in donuts and whatnot. And he doesn't eat those because they're not vegan friendly. So, more often than not, because they don't want him to feel left out, they'll call me and ask what he can eat so they can bring the right stuff. I tell them they don't have to, as long as they let me know ahead of time. I'm more than happy to provide it for him. But they offer, and then they start asking me questions. So I do my best to answer all their questions. I direct them to vegan-friendly websites. I direct them to our YouTube channel or Instagram so they can follow and just see the kinds of things that we eat. And then when it comes to his classmates, a lot of times when he brings lunch, he has a little group of friends that he sits with, and he often shares his food, lets them all taste it, and it's always well received. So in that way, he shares his experience and knowledge. Yeah? Are you just like enjoying watching the spaghetti noodles hit your chin? Stop. Stop.
Slurping.
He's had a few teachers, and even I believe his principal one time, that saw his lunch, and they were just like, wow, we need to have your mom cook for us.
What? She said that?
My principal.
As in, like, the principal, the assistant principal?
The principal. And then for Catherine, she has actually one out of the closet vegan. We don't know if there's more vegans in her school. There might be, but for sure one that she's friends with, and they share things at lunch with each other, taste each other's food.
We share trade secrets.
They talk about different restaurants that they go to or they've been to and that have vegan options. They share that information. Last year and a little bit this year, she's had one class where a lot of students were asking her questions about her being vegan and about what being vegan is and things like that. And they actually would get into almost like debates. Nothing like, yeah, but nothing like argumentative and ugly, where they were genuinely, yeah, but what about this? What about this? And she, you know, gave them that information. She's had some teachers, wow, all done? Yay. Good job. She's had some teachers ask her some questions, and even the head lunch lady, when Catherine is there and she's eating something a little bit more than your average,
like the,
lunch.
Like the HEB bowls that they have. You know, like those pasta ones, like the Mediterranean. I had that one once and a different one. And
they're like pre-made salads.
Yeah, and she was just, the head lunch lady, she was standing over my shoulder, kind of creepy. And my friend, she was laughing and she didn't even tell me anything until the lunch lady said something. And she like grabbed, like there's like a binder kind of thing where it tells you what it is, what the ingredients are. And so she picked up the that part, like that trash, and she's like, "This is interesting. What is it?" And she like flip it over, look for the ingredients. And I kind of tell her what it is, and she goes, "That sounds good. I may have to look into this." And then she takes the trash.
So I'm just gonna step out for a second, get his other drink out of the fridge. Careful. You all right? So yeah, I mean, even that's kind of cool that the head lunch lady is looking at Catherine's lunch. Yes, you're on this side, and seeing what all it is, and she's really interested in it, which I think is great. Now they just need to get some of that stuff on the menu. That would be fantastic.
One time I got free tater tots for trash.
Yeah, she wanted her trash to read the label, and gave her an order of tater tots just for her trash. That's kind of weird, but kind of cool.
Kind of weird. That's the craziest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that happened every day, I mean, no one would go hungry.
And then as for me at work, I most certainly answer questions about it when I'm asked. When I'm asked just questions about veganism in general. When I'm asked questions about what it is that I'm eating. I have, on occasion for my department, brought in some vegan food from when I cooked the night before, and it was like really awesome. And like when I made the vegan gumbo for her birthday, I took some in the next day and let them all taste it. And for some of them, it's their first experience with like a vegan meat alternative. Okay, that's cool, dude. And you know, some like this part about it, some like this part about it, you know, but overall it's rather enjoyable for them. And I have one coworker. She doesn't work in my department, but she's across the hall from me. She's I would say she's pretty much vegetarian. She doesn't eat meat, but she wants to go more vegan. But she works like 7 days a week, 1,000 hours a week or whatever, and she doesn't really have and hasn't ever had the time to put into the research. All right?
Did it go down the wrong
Breathe,
side?
baby, breathe. So I do my best to, good job.
Thank you.
I do my best to point her in the right direction. As a matter of fact, she just switched recently from regular dairy yogurt to yogurt alternatives.
Down wrong pipe. I'm good.
You alright?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what's going on, man. They're both choking. I'm over here. I don't know. Well, maybe if you didn't suck like that, it wouldn't go down the wrong pipe.
It gets stuck.
There's nothing in the cup. Stop. That's rude. It's rude. They're not using their manners. I don't understand. Anyway, so that is how we share our knowledge with coworkers and classmates. Like I said, other than that, there's not too much else going on. If you are subscribed, then you've been watching our newest line of videos. The miscellaneous Mondays, Taste Test Tuesdays, Flavorful Fridays, which is this one, Savory Saturdays, and Sweet Sundays. If you have not yet known about those new videos or seen any of them, please go back and check them out and let us know what you think. You can leave any comments that you have for us down below, right down there. If you have not yet subscribed and you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe. We love seeing you guys watch our videos and comment on our videos, giving us more tips or educating us more, because it totally helps and we love it. It really helps us on our journey, becoming better humans, bettering ourselves. That's what it's all about, to help the animals, to help the planet, to help ourselves. That's what we're all here for. So, again, go ahead and leave a comment, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and then do the what?
Click the bell so you get all notifications.
Ding! There you go.
Oh, we broke
Ding,
this
ding,
time.
ding. Okay, whatever.
And then offset.
So, check back with us later, and we will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!